Have you ever caught yourself whispering, "Something has to change," but then did nothing about it? Maybe you've been stuck in a routine that doesn't serve you anymore. You wake up, go to work, scroll through your phone, and repeat. There's a deep ache for more, but no clear path forward. I know this feeling well, because I've been there. That's why I created this 21-day transformation challenge. Not for perfect people, but for those who are finally ready to disrupt their lives for the better. Research shows that it takes 21 days to form a habit. But I've learned something deeper. It also takes 21 days to begin forming a new identity. This isn't just about changing habits. It's about becoming the person you promised yourself you'd be. Each day in this challenge is designed to strip away the old and usher in the new, day by day, decision by decision. The tools are simple. The commitment is everything. So, are you ready to finally take control of your life? Then let's begin. Day 1. Decide that you're done settling. Transformation starts with a choice. Not a someday wish, but a today decision. If you're listening to this, you already sense there's something greater waiting for you. But nothing changes until you say, "I've had enough." What to do today? Write a personal declaration that begins with, "I am done settling for." List every area where you've compromised. Speak it out loud in front of a mirror. Write down what you want your life to look like in 12 months. Why it matters. This declaration sets your internal compass. Until you're honest about what needs to change, nothing will. For example, Oprah Winfrey's breakthrough came when she decided she was done letting her weight and others' opinions define her. Day 2. Break the pattern. Now that you've declared you're done settling, it's time to follow that up with action. Many of our results come from deeply ingrained routines, some helpful, some destructive. The only way to change the outcome is to interrupt the cycle. What to do today? Identify 3 behaviors or habits that no longer serve you. Choose one to interrupt today. If you normally sleep in, wake up early. If you scroll social media after work, go for a walk instead. Why it matters. We can't create new results with old patterns. Disruption is how new behaviors take root. For example, Jeff Bezos famously left his secure Wall Street job to start Amazon. Breaking that pattern led to everything else. Day 3. Control your morning. Having disrupted an old habit, it's now time to establish one that empowers you. How you start your day creates momentum and frames your mindset. What to do today? Design a 30-minute morning routine. Stretch, journal, read, meditate. Stick to it for the rest of the challenge. Why it matters. How you start the day often determines the day's tone. Morning mastery equals momentum. For example, Robin Sharma, author of the 5 a.m. Club, teaches how powerful a structured morning can be in shaping your life. Day 4. Audit your inner circle. Now that your mornings are shifting, it's time to assess who you're spending your energy on. Relationships have a powerful impact on identity and direction. What to do today? List the 5 people you spend the most time with. Ask, are they lifting me or limiting me? Begin limiting time with energy drainers. Why it matters. You are the average of your 5 closest influences. Choose wisely. For example, Warren Buffett surrounds himself with people who think long-term and live with integrity. Day 5. Move your body, clear your mind. You've started addressing your thoughts and environment. Now your body needs attention. Movement is a form of emotional release and empowerment. What to do today? Move for 30 minutes today. Walk, stretch, dance, exercise. Why it matters. Physical movement reduces stress, boosts mood, and signals progress. For example, Richard Branson says exercising daily doubles his productivity and energy. Day 6. Clean one major area of your life. A clearer space leads to a clearer mind. Today, we shift focus to your physical environment. What to do today? Deep clean your living space, car, or workspace. Remove what no longer serves your future. Why it matters. Clutter is often a physical reflection of mental chaos. For example, Marie Kondo built a global brand on the idea that decluttering transforms your life. Day 7. Digital detox. By now, you've shifted several habits. Today is about reclaiming your attention. What to do today? Stay off social media for one full day. Use the time for reading, journaling, or connecting face to face. Why it matters. You reclaim attention and focus. Silence gives you answers noise cannot. For example, Cal Newport's digital minimalism proves the value of attention as the ultimate currency. Day 8. Define your core values. With mental clarity building, let's now define what truly matters. Your values guide every major decision. What to do today. Choose 5 words that define what matters most to you. Write them where you can see them daily. Why it matters. Decisions become easier when they align with your values. For example, Howard Schultz of Starbucks based the company culture around shared values like connection and dignity. Day 9. Set a financial reset. Let's get practical. It's time to confront and reset your financial patterns. What to do today. List all your expenses. Identify unnecessary spending. Start tracking everything from today. Why it matters. You can't master what you don't measure. Wealth starts with awareness. For example, Suze Orman recommends tracking every dollar to build healthy money habits. Day 10. Fuel your brain. You've been fueling your body in routine. Now it's your mind's turn. What to do today. Read or listen to 30 minutes of personal development. Take notes and apply one insight. Why it matters. Mental stagnation kills growth. Learning is the catalyst for change. For example, Bill Gates still reads 50 books a year. What's your excuse? Day 11. Practice gratitude. With momentum building, today we shift from doing to appreciating. Gratitude multiplies what's working. What to do today. Write down 5 things you're grateful for. Text someone just to say thank you. Why it matters. Gratitude rewires the brain and attracts more of what we want. For example, Oprah's gratitude journal became a spiritual anchor for her success. Day 12. Let go of one limiting belief. You've built new habits. Now we challenge old mental scripts. What to do today. Identify one belief that's holding you back. Rewrite it as a positive affirmation. Why it matters. Beliefs shape our outcomes. Upgrade the belief, and you upgrade your life. For example, Jim Carrey wrote himself a $10 million check while broke, because he believed he was worthy. Day 13. Define your why. Today we reinforce your deeper purpose. Without a why, motivation fades. What to do today. Ask yourself, why do I want to change my life? Write down your answer. Revisit it daily. Why it matters. Purpose creates staying power. For example, Simon Sinek's Start with Why shows how leaders inspire through purpose. Day 14. Try something new. Growth lives outside your comfort zone. Today is about stretching it. What to do today. Do something completely new, big or small. Why it matters. New experiences expand identity. For example, Sarah Blakely tried comedy before launching Spanx. That courage carried over. Day 15. Create a vision board. Now that your future is clearer, let's visualize it consistently. What to do today. Cut out or print visuals that reflect your dream life. Post it somewhere visible. Why it matters. What we see consistently, we begin to believe. For example, Steve Harvey credits his vision board for manifesting his dream home and career. Day 16. Serve someone. Transformation isn't just about you. Today we expand the focus outward. What to do today. Do something kind or helpful without expecting anything back. Why it matters. Service brings perspective and reminds us of what really matters. For example, Muhammad Ali said, service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. Day 17. Face a fear. Today is about courage. Progress requires risk. What to do today? Do one thing that scares you but moves you forward. Why it matters. Courage compounds. Every small win makes the next leap easier. For example, Mel Robbins used the 5-second rule to speak in public when she was terrified, and built a global brand. Day 18. Revisit your goals. Growth demands review. Who you were on day 1 has evolved. What to do today? Reread your day 1 vision. Adjust or expand based on your growth. Why it matters. You are becoming someone new. Your goals should evolve with you. For example, Elon Musk constantly adapts his goals as his companies, and his thinking, scale. Day 19. Practice stillness. Silence speaks volumes. Today, you pause. What to do today? Spend 20 minutes in silence, meditation, or prayer. Why it matters. Clarity lives in stillness. Answers come when we stop forcing them. For example, Phil Jackson used meditation to lead championship NBA teams. Day 20. Forgive someone, maybe yourself. To move forward, you must release what's behind. What to do today? Write a letter of forgiveness, even if you never send it. Why it matters. Unforgiveness weighs us down. Forgiveness frees us to move forward. For example, Nelson Mandela forgave his captors to reclaim his inner freedom. Day 21. Celebrate and declare your new path. You've made it to the final day. It's time to reflect, affirm, and look ahead. What to do today? Reflect on your journey. Journal what surprised you and what you achieved. Write a commitment letter to your future self. Share your transformation with someone. Why it matters. Declaring your new identity reinforces your belief in it. For example, Tony Robbins teaches people to anchor change with energy and ceremony. The real work starts now. You've completed the review. You now understand what each day asks of you, why it matters, and how others have walked this path. But now comes the real work. This isn't a video to finish, it's a challenge to begin. The transformation will only happen if you do what you've heard, day by day. Don't skip. Don't wait. Don't just listen. Act. Set a start date. Commit to it. Track your journey. The next 21 days could be the most important of your life. Are you ready to begin?